Steve.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for taking the call.
What's happening?
I wanted to chime in yesterday about the Yankees parting ways with Girardi. I was listening to you, and I had two questions for you that I'll ask quickly, and then I'll hang up and listen.
Good.
You mentioned that this move was likely just a change in philosophy.
Well, it's been a change in philosophy. This is an ongoing thing. This is not something that just happened. It's been going on for years. It actually started many years ago. It's just a continuation of it.
So what is the difference between Joe's philosophy and then the analytics philosophy?
It's a question of control. It's a question of who's in charge. It's a question of who makes the decisions, who makes out the lineup, who decides who plays and who doesn't. That's what it's about.
Okay, and then question two is, can you point me to the evidence that shows why organizations are starting to do this?
Oh, and then, what do you mean, point you to the evidence? I don't understand.
Well, why are organizations...
Well, let me show you the evidence. Have you seen the shifts? Where do you think the shifts came from?
I'm saying, is there some sort of proof that this works?
Well, you've seen teams embrace it that have done well. I mean, the Reds, Theo embraced it a long time ago, as an example. Madden has embraced it for a long time. You've seen teams embracing it. Every team uses it. It's not new. These new metrics have been used in every sport now. They're part and parcel. OPS was something that was you never saw OPS before. WHIP, the things you've not seen, all these new numbers are all part of that whole process. Things that have been incorporated in baseball now, even some of it has been in baseball for a while, and you've gotten used to it. You would consider it standard. Some of it is, even more dramatic than that. So, there's a lot of it. It just depends on what level you take it to. And now where the sport is going is it is going towards the front office and the people who are working the analytics moving towards running more than just the front office, moving closer and closer to having an impact on the dugout, and doing that through some push-button managers. Houston owner Bob McNair issued a public apology Friday for saying we can't have the inmates running the prison during last week's owners' meeting. I guess it just came out today, in reference to the ongoing player demonstrations. I regret that I used that expression, McNair said in a statement. And McNair is a very honorable, stand-up, good guy. I just want you to know that, because I've met him and I know his background. This is a good, solid guy, this guy. I never meant to offend anybody. I was not referring to our players. First of all, this was not made publicly. This was made probably privately, and now it's gotten out, right? When did he make it? Let's see when he said it. I used a figure of speech that was never intended to be taken literally. I would never characterize our players or our league in that way. I apologize if I offended anybody. As reported by ESPN, the magazine, McNair made the statement after other owners in the October 18th meeting talked of business concerns surrounding the anthem protests the day after several owners and players had met to discuss the social forum. After the owners finished talking, NFL executive Troy Vincent said he was offended by McNair's characterization of the players as inmates. When did he say it, though? Who did he say it? I'm not getting who he said it to. After the owners finished talking, NFL executive Troy Vincent said he was offended by McNair's characterization as the players as inmates. Vincent said that in all his years of playing in the NFL, during which he said he had been called every name in the book, he felt like he had never been called an inmate. McNair later pulled Vincent aside and apologized, saying that he felt horrible, and said that his words were never meant to be taken literally. What I don't have from this is, where did he say this? But he said it in a private room. He did not say this into a microphone, is my point. He did not say this in an interview. He said this in a room of owners, and it got out, is what I'm gathering. He said it in a closed room. Right, he said it in a closed-door room, and it was leaked by somebody in the room. So he was sabotaged by somebody in the room. You forget that part of the story here. He did not say this. See, if he said it into a microphone or wrote it, it's one thing. He said it in a private meeting. Now, he shouldn't have said it. He said he shouldn't have said it. He didn't mean it to be literal. You understand? But he was in a private meeting, and he probably felt he was just making a point. And, you can make points sometimes in a meeting where, you're not as good. You think you're talking with fellow owners and you're just trying to make a point. And you'd say things that we'd all say things sitting around in a room with a couple of friends that we wouldn't say into a microphone, and we'd use language that we might not ever want in a microphone. So my point is, he said he wasn't being literal, but, he was not in a public place when he made the comment. He didn't make it into an open microphone. So, that's my point. Not that he shouldn't apologize for what he said. He should, but, he obviously felt he was in a comfortable setting with his fellow owners, and somebody leaked that he said it. Clearly, how else did it become public?